Hi everyone, delonewolf here. Welcome back to some EVE Online. Welcome also to sisi, the test server for EVE Online, where in today's video we are going to take a first look at the Abyssal deadspace bucket. So in our redeemable items we get a number of filaments that we can test out in order to get into these Abyssal deadspace buckets, and I built an eagle this time. This was a recommendation from one of the viewers, so it's not missiles but it's hybrid turrets with 5 small drones. This is also my second attempt at running a deadspace bucket. The first one actually ended in failure, although my very first impression is that these easy ones will be very easy and very accessible, even to alpha clones. Now the reason that I failed, as we will head for like planet 1 or something like that, to actually run the site. So the reason I failed is because I went with my zealot and the second room had 6 small rogue drones and I just couldn't track them. So I eventually managed to find a way to kill them. It was by going past the border. It seems like enemies don't follow you there. While I took damage, I actually managed to track them then, but I was, I think, beyond the time, because when I took the gate, I exploded and I was spotted. So we will see if we can actually handle this one. It's the same one that I'm taking now, it's the Gamma. So I think that this is still my first filament right here, which for some reason is still staying behind, even though I got spotted in the Dead Space dungeon. So I'll definitely make a post about what my experience there on the forums. But let's get into this one first here. Let's take a look at it. So you can just right click from your cargo hold, use Calm Gamma Filament, activate, and then there is no way back for you. You are going to jump straight into the Abyssal deadspace bucket. This is a pretty cool effect, of course. You're just being sucked right into Abyssal deadspace. There we go. And we are alone, of course. These are solo dungeons. And right off the bat, we get the same wave that that I think got me on the other ship. Yeah, it's small drones, but this time, of course, we actually get like an AoE, a different effect for sure. Oh, this is actually gonna eat up my drones. We're gonna return these to the drone bay. Okay, very interesting. Here we have something. Let's see if I can actually target that. We have a automated suppression system at 20 kilometers. Let's see if I can destroy it with my hybrid guns. We can do some damage to it, and these rogue drones are taking a lot of damage from that filament. So that from this automated suppressor, oh, it actually just deactivated because they've engaged me. Is that the reason? Alright, so let's stop firing at them. Let's also deploy my drones. Oops, return to drone bay. Nope, he doesn't like me. Look at that. It really does kill your drones quite quickly, but it's also killing the rogue drones. This is pretty funny. And then do I need to kill that? It looks like I actually do need to kill that, because that gate still... Oh, no, it is opening up now. There we go. So we don't have to kill that. We can go to the second room. That's a very funny first room, I must say. And now I get a view from... Ooh, that's also a bad position. So we'll need to fix that. Next room, right here. Let's take a look at the effect here again. Minus 30% explosive resistance penalty, plus 50% shield bonuses. Okay, and here now we don't have suppressor. So luckily my drones are still alive as well. Let's target these guys. Now I'm taking a little bit of shield damage from these rogue drones. Let's see if with antimatter, because they are very close to my optimal, if I can actually track them or not. You always want to approach the gate as quickly as possible, I think. Let's orbit that at like 1000, and then let's see if I can actually hit these guys. 12 kilometers out, I can. Okay, so the real problem was that I couldn't track these guys in my zealot, and that is of course a pretty big problem if you want to do these rooms. So the zealot is obviously not a great idea, and it looks like I don't have my TQ shortcut, so we're gonna do this manually. Let's see if my hobgoblins can track these guys. because I can't finish this off with my hybrid turrets alone. But in and of itself, of course, you know, just a small wave of seven rogue drones really shouldn't be that much of a problem, even for like a Tech 1 ship. Although I do have extreme resistances here at the moment that are going to help me. So let's see if my individual drones can kill these guys. Do they rep? That's also a question that we could ask. And if I really want to speed things up, of course, then I would micro warp drive so that I can get better tracking on them. Let's see if that works. Quick micro warp drive burst. That should give me some more distance. Maybe a second one. And then at some point we should get on... Yeah, there we go. At a good range to track them. So let's see if we can finish this guy off. Ah, not at 16, we can't. Okay. Reapproach. There we go. That's a blap, he's gone. That's a blap, he's gone. We can stop that boosting. So early on, you're almost, at this point, better off grabbing some small weapons or something like that, just so you can track these annoying little drones that keep buzzing around. We can speed back towards the gates. Approach. And there we go. As we head for the second gate, let's also take a look at some of the changes. I can't put up my tactical overlay, but you do see it when you go into... Oh no, I can't go to switch cameras. So you can't go to a tactical camera. Drones are back, that's good. Let's activate the gate. And it does look really cool. Look at that. Big environmental objects around you. The gates look cool. Here again, look at that. You're just surrounded by really cool stuff. Tier 1 drone battleship is my next target. Alright, let's approach that as quickly as possible. Do an orbit at like 2,500 meters. And so this bucket is apparently rogue drone based. In the previous one, very interesting, my first enemy was a damaged drifter battleship. So that was at 60 kilometers and I had to try to take it out before it did enough damage to me. That worked well in the Zealot. Second room was the same way you had this room, the previous room, some small rogue drones, which were of course quite annoying to have to go through. And then I think there should be a timer here, which unfortunately is not shown anywhere. I can't see anything about how much time I have left to run this site. And apparently if the timer runs out, you take the gates, you get destroyed. At least that was my experience here on sisi. So I would like a visual representation other than this non-capsuleer log of timer. Maybe an abyssal timer or something like that would be nice, because I don't see any way to notice how much time you have left to run the site here at the moment. So let's keep hitting that battleship. Yeah, 580, those are decent hits. Keep chasing. And as well, you need some DPS here as well. It all depends on that timer, which unfortunately you can't see. Let's also take this out for now, just that we have a bit of a better visual look. And so this, in my opinion, would be pretty cool, but probably quite accessible. It does look great. Look at that. Look at that towering asteroid with crystalline structures, and there you could see like someone land on that. You want to land on that, and you want to walk around on that in like a dust clone or something like that. A Nova clone, I should say. Good God, that does look very nice. Look at that. And then it goes off into the abyss. And back there is the abyss as well. So let's try to finish this. Come on, kill it. Blop. There we go. Return. Approach the gate. Quick burst of speed. Drones are back, so we can activate that gate. The effect is great. The visuals are great as well. The question is how challenging is going to be, and are the rewards enough for people to keep going? So we'll see how that works. Hopefully this is what I needed to do in order to complete this Abyssal deadspace pockets, and we'll take a look at the reward system if that's implemented. Obviously, this is sisi, so keep in mind all of this stuff is subject to change. This is about a 10-minute run, a bit less than that it seems. And let's see what's happening here. That looks like I'm back in FD, exactly. My beacon is still here, while there's another healer waiting for me. That's always the danger. Let's take unable to tether. Alright, does it say how long? Invulnerable? You do have an invulnerable timer it seems at the moment. That's still just a log off timer. And rewards, anything? A can that dropped or something? Nope, nothing. Maybe those just aren't implemented yet. Alright, let's dock back up. See if that works. Should be here. Dock, definitely repair my drone. So we saw the suppressor. We saw how that works. What I personally like about it is that it's a double-edged sword. So if the enemies are small drones, they'll get destroyed by that as well. Otherwise, well, you need an alternative weapon system to presumably drones and missiles there. So that can be quite challenging, I think. It wasn't running all the time. You could destroy it, but that would take quite a bit of time, I think, if you want to destroy that.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
And as we dock, does this prompt like a reward or something like that? No, doesn't really look like it. Alright, let's get a repair quote in. Where is it? Maybe I can better right click from here. There we go. Repair. What the hell? Ensure. Simulate. View contents. Oh, maybe I can't repair from this station? Really? Is that what's happening? Alright, let's actually abort that and dock. Let's take another one. Let's take the Firestorm one next to really take a good look at it and see if maybe we get different results there. Let's undock. I was thinking of putting in a tracking computer, but if you have 5 small drones, of course, you get an option for all of those small enemies. And then let's dock somewhere else, maybe in someone's keep star. And someone is just departing into the abyss. Good luck. It's pretty cool. It's quite noticeable. You don't have anything on the overview though. So from the looks of it, I would also say you'll need to use combat scanner probes in order to locate one of these entrances or exits. And as a result, the way I would run this is just make a safe spot somewhere in a system and run it from there. And then I bet I won't be able to dock. You have docking access there. All right. Man, CC is a little bit weird at the moment with all of those keep stars around. Look at that. That's just looks like Imperium space, I think, or pretty close to it. Let's dock here. We should have
docking request accepted.
Repair facilities. So, get repair quote. That was what I was looking for. Nothing to repair. How the hell is that possible? My drones are damaged. Put them in here. Can I do that then? Repair. Get repair quote. Repair all. Oh man. So much trouble just to repair my ship. But that's all good. I could try this. Let's tether. Normally I should get the tether here. Temporarily invulnerable. Alright. Is that the way it works on TQ at the moment? I don't think so. Let's wait for the tether. There it is. And now, can I use Calm Firestorm Filament? I can't activate it. So as you can see, you can't activate that within tether range. So let's get back to... maybe we'll take planet 2 this time.
Warp drive
And I will try again. This time with a Calm Firestorm Filament. So it's tier 1. Decently, well, easy. I think that's still relative. Move drones too small. But I think with a bit of effort, definitely doable in just to take one ship, even for alpha clones. From what I've seen here so far. Although that suppressor was quite interesting. So, landing at the planet. Let's take a look at a second Abyssal dead space pocket and see if maybe I'm missing something. Holds and base. Doesn't look like I am seeing anything that would imply reward system. So use Calm Firestorm Filament. Now we can activate that. We are jumping. Let's take a look at the effect, the enemies, the visuals, and if we can get through it. Is there something that we can do when it comes to the rewards? I don't know yet. Probably not implemented, that's my guess. So this is the Firestorm environment. And again, we've got just some small drones, no suppressor this time. Roger that. Actually at quite a distance, so we're gonna speed this up a little bit. Not seeing any suppressors, so we're gonna go ahead and move the Hobgoblins in. Keep going. And at this point, I think we'll just start firing. Ooh, that's a good hit. That's not such a good hit. And are they going after my drones? Possibly. Alright, finally that one is down. That one is down as well. Good. A little bit of shield damage. Nothing too great. What's the effect? 50% armor HP bonus, minus 30% thermal resistance penalty. Not exactly sure what that means. But this obviously would be the place to be if you're an armor ship. So a shield ship for the Gammas and then an armor ship for the Firestorms seems to be the pattern. Because that effect, I think, was the same or remained the same. I want all my drones on that one. Just so we can kill it. That gate, I think we can do one micro warp drive burst. Do a bit of shield rep. Well, they do a decent amount of damage. Keep in mind that my resistances shouldn't be too bad. And that we are suffering a little bit. So I think a missile drone ship, you know, for this would be absolutely perfect. But there is that suppressor. So we'll make, at some point I am going to make a Gila and then just hunt for a site with a suppressor to see what the effect is and if you can actually run it like that. So, a couple more to kill. Go, go. Considering this for the tier 1, I'm almost thinking just go pure small weapons. You'll still have enough damage for anything bigger that they throw at you, but at least you'll be able to track these small drones a bit more easily. Or a good web can be a response as well, of course, or an option. So next up here we've got the gates opening up. Look at that effect. And so here we've got more regular. Alright, let's activate that because I, again, don't know how much time we have left. Oh, now I've got a timer. Look at that. Portal collapses in 17 minutes. Okay, so the timer is there. For some reason, I didn't get it in the first two sites. Interesting. Again, let's approach the gates. Let's try to save a little bit of capacitor. These guys will be approaching me. At least they're targeting me, so we can give my drones free reign, I think. And effects-wise here, well, you got some smallish effects. And I will try to shoot right past them. That's one down. So again with the tiny drones, which is, well, doable. Let's boost again. Let's actually maybe do a double boost. Yeah, good hit. You're next. Fire. Yeah, when they're chasing you, that's good. So you will actually, this I find pretty interesting. By learning some decent flying, you will be able to speed this up, which I suspect for other tiers will be something that you'll want to try to do. So micro warp drive, let's cut this one for now. Hit him. Blop, he's down. That one is still at 9 kilometers. Let's go. Ah, there we go. Good shot. And then the final one, I think we can basically stay close to the gates. Reapproach it. Yeah, and I'm not really noticing anything too crazy when it comes to the field of view. It's supposed to be a little bit changed, just to give a more impressive scale, but this doesn't feel like it's punishing or limiting or anything like that. I'm still flying a ship in EVE Online for sure. Reloads. Gate is open. We still have plenty of time. Let's activate this. And yeah, prepare some Tech 1 ships, I think, for tier 1s. Is gonna be name of the game. And here is the final one. Again with the small drones. Yeah, I was practically expecting that by now. The visual do become pretty cool. So go, go, go. Drones, fire. Be the shield wrapping. So there's the gate. Here is the firestorm. That does look cool. And again here, look at the size of these asteroids. You could see yourself land there if that was an option. And do cool stuff. So very nice in my opinion. We are going to continue towards the gate. Let's see if we can hit this guy. But the biggest challenge so far has been tracking the targets. That's basically what I've been having to deal with mostly. Luckily, when you've got 5 small drones, you've got a good option. Here's the gate. Look at that effect. Pretty awesome. Obviously closed. You are next. And yeah, with all those small mobile moving targets, I am actually piloting. I'm busy. I'm doing stuff, which is okay. I wonder how this will ramp up. But so far, I'm liking this. We just need the right incentive and reward structure. There is going to be like an achievements type window as well, which could be quite interesting. Just to try and make more and more progress in these. And then I wonder, at the moment, if the timer runs out, you're screwed. Your ship and your bot will be destroyed. So quite punishing. Quite punishing. Basically, if we want to keep the comparison up of Path of Exile, where you've got the RNG loot, well, you now have constant hardcore Path of Exile because it's permanent death for your ship if you don't actually manage to finish the dungeon. But there we go, final one opens up. Let's go through that and let's see if we actually get a reward this time, since hopefully that timer means that something else is going to click for this specific dungeon. And there we go. I think. Jumping. Making our way back to real space, which takes a while. We are back in FD. So that timer is gone. We now have a small invulnerability timer, which I think a lot of people will not agree with. Unless, let's try to dock before it ends. Yeah, it actually ends whenever you move. So you can watch during a minute that, okay, I'm screwed here. That's something. All right. And can I? Nope, that's not a beacon or anything that's clickable. And again, on the rewards tab, I'm not seeing that. So I'm going to assume at this point, you know, this is basically within the first 24 hours of this being implemented on sisi, that the rewards aren't implemented yet. But the functionality is there. I think they look cool. The incentive to keep doing them, though, has to be strong enough. So that's going to be pretty important. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you all next time.